My name is Karissa Oi. I attend the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. I'm finishing up my last semester and I'm a fashion designer. My major is in fashion design with an emphasis in women's wear. The design major entails all aspects of the design process, from drawing, illustration, 3D construction, sewing, and more. We also are learning things such as knitting and textile design so that we are able to grasp the whole process of what it takes in the fashion design industry. Ever since I was young, I was really into dressing myself, and always would tag along with my mom shopping every single weekend. Just became really interested in clothes and the way they were constructed. During school, I always would dress weird maybe, or different, wearing scarves in Hawaii or boots. People look at you funny, but I mean, I think fashion is just expressing your style, and that's kind of truly how I became interested in it. When I grew older, I tried to research different things that entailed the fashion aspect and what I could possibly do to make it into a career and a lifelong thing that I enjoy doing. And so I looked into design, and during high school I took some sewing classes, and I became really interested in learning how garments are constructed. So my school, the Academy of Art University, does a really great job at seeking new designers and new design students for internships or possible job opportunities in the future. So the Abercrombie Fitch came to us and they hosted a design competition for the students in design and textiles to possibly intern with them for, it was summer 2012. So that's kind of how I got started with it. The initial process was to do an interview, and then you would get chosen based on just your one-by-one interview with them. And so the next round was to design a competition project for them. You would design a collection based on one of their brands and reaching out to one of their markets. So like Gilly Hicks or Abercrombie or Hollister or something like that. So I chose to go with Abercrombie. I worked in the retail store, so I thought that would give me a little bit of insight and experience, a little bit edge, because I kind of know their brand and know their customer. So I thought it was a really great idea to go for that. And so I entered the project. We had to do illustrations and sewing samples and that kind of stuff. Turned it in, waited patiently, and I got it. So I was really excited about it because there's a lot of great students at our school. It's really competitive, and being one out of 67 students to get it was an amazing opportunity for me. In Abercrombie campus, of course, Abercrombie's all about hot guys. They're everywhere. From when you park your car in the morning, they pick you up on their little shuttles and then bring you right into campus. As soon as you go into campus, especially on Fridays, we have a boardwalk. There's shirtless guys on Fridays tossing a football across the view as you walk into work. And then when you walk into work, then there's two more models that are like, hey, how's it going? Have a great day. It's just really motivating and exciting, you know? It makes you really want to work. So at my internship, my responsibilities included mostly drawing the technical flats, as they call them, or technical drawings for the manufacturer and for the pattern maker, who would then make the patterns for them. Among that, I also did fabric and trim sourcing, which means that I would try to find the most cost-efficient way to produce our garment and source the most cost-efficient trims and materials that will be used in each garment that we put into the collection. Designers have such tedious hours. I mean, I'm in school maybe 7 days a week. I mean, last semester I was there 42 days straight, no weekends, you know? We're there from 8:30 with class to 11 at night when the building closes, just constantly sewing and illustrating and doing whatever. I mean, honestly, sometimes it's so exhausting, but at the end of the day, you know, when it all comes together, when you see your project completed, when you see a garment, someone wearing it, I mean, that is truly rewarding. This is really weird, but it feels like it's your baby being born, you know? You work so hard on it, and you've nurtured and cared for it, and you start off with a pattern, a drawing, turn it into a pattern, alter it, make your adjustments, and then when you finally see that final fit on the model, it's just so rewarding. Just those little things and those moments where even when your teacher is really good job, Chris, I really liked what you did today, you know, it just really keeps you going. And the drive that I have for this industry is just truly something I think I can't compare with anything else in my life. And if you ever want to pursue a career in fashion, I would say the #1 thing is to just constantly be inspired, you know, not lose that drive. I have a sketchbook ever since I was like little, just collecting magazine tears, things you like, just constantly being inspired by what you see and sketching your ideas down. And it takes pattern schools or sewing schools if that's something you're really wanting to do, you know. I think that's what pushed me even more is during high school when I took sewing classes, I got really inspired and like learning how to make my own garments. Just do everything possible that is possible to really get going and really start you in your career, like what you really love doing. Over the summer I started my little own label. It's called Karissa Oi. I got interested in doing it because a lot of my guy friends noticed this pocket tee trend. So they were like, hey Karissa, you're a fashion design major. Do you know how to sew a pocket on a t-shirt? And I was like, yeah, it takes like 5 seconds, you know? So I started doing that for a couple of my close friends and people started to find out about it, and then it just became into this big thing that started to grow, and everybody started requesting them and asking me like, hey, can I get one too? And an opportunity arose for a little craft show called Art and Flea that they host every month, and it's for like local vendors and stuff to get their name out there. So I was lucky enough to share a booth with one of my friends and sell my shirts there as well. Thanks for watching the Always Summer project. My name is Karissa Oi, and you can check out my portfolio on my personal website, KarissaOi.com, or on ArtsThread or Behance. It's always summer in San Francisco.